in Python, we will be dealing with for loop, while loop, and some of the loop termination statements like break and continue. Break and continue. So these are the things that we gonna see now. All right. So what is a loop? Can someone tell me what is a loop? A loop is used for iterating over a sequence. It could be a list, it could be a tuple, it could be a string, or it could be anything. So if you want to execute some functionality for so many times, you will be using loops. So in Python, we use for loop as well as while loop. So for loop, for loop, for is a keyword that we use. So in any other programming language, what would be the syntax for loop? For I is equal to 0, comma I, some condition, and some increment operator. Yes or no? Yes. Variable, some condition, some increment operation, and which is enclosed in the square bracket. But in Python, for iterating it in a sequence, then we make use of for I in range of any number. So here for variable name in range of any number or any number, and you will write some statements. So this is how your for loop in Python will be. So now let's get started. Now I want to print the numbers from 0 to 10. 0 to 10. So for that, how do I give? For I in range of 1 comma 11, 1 comma 11, print I, 1 comma 11, print I. So if you see this, then the values get printed from 1 to 10. So even in for loop also, this should have n plus 1 values. For suppose if you want to print 10 numbers, then you have to give 11. If you want to print 12 numbers, then you have to give it as 13. For suppose if I give it from 0 to 11, that also the same thing, 0 to 10. So if you give just 11, then it prints only till 10. So this condition is nothing but as I less than or equal to 11. Less than or equal to 11. So this condition is nothing but less than or equal to 11. Whatever the thing you give, if you give 10, less than or equal to 10. Or less than 10. Sorry, less than 10. I less than 10, not equal to. I less than 10. Or if you give I 11, then that will be I less than 11. So what happens first? I is 0. Is I is in the range of 11? Yes. So that means that will get printed. Now 1. 1 is in the range of 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, 7 is there, 8 is there, 9 is there, 10 is also there. But 11 is not in the range of 11. So that's the reason it gives only up to 10. All right. So this is how you can use for loop for iterating some range values. For suppose I have a string str is equal to hello guys, how are you? Now what I want is I want to get each and every letter from the string with for loop. So can someone tell how do you do this with the help of this one? I want to grab, so here I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Here I have to get H, E, L, L, O. So can someone tell me how can you grab it with the help of for loop? For, yeah. So you can do that in two ways. The first way is for I in range of length of str, length of str, print of str of I, str of I. Now if you execute this, then you will be able to grab all the values HELLO, hello. So here what you're checking the length of string. Now length will be considered from 1 to something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and up to some values. Okay. So now I again is considered as 0. So from 0 to n minus 1 the values will get printed. This is one way. Another way is for x in string print x. This is another way. For suppose if you want to print everything in a single line, now what you do, comma, end is equal to square double bracket, and if you see all the words came in a single line. So this is how you use for loop for strings. In the same way, you can also iterate through a for loop. For example, I have like this fruits. I have fruits is equal to apple, comma, banana, comma, pineapple. So these are the three words that I have in a list. Now even I can iterate it with the help of a list. So for I in fruits, fruits, print fruits, print fruits. Sorry, print I. Sorry, print I. This one, Jamina, Fatima, are you asking about this? This one. Okay, first suppose if I just put it in this way, what happened? Everything is coming in this way. So have you ever seen that you will be using print f of something slash n, print f of something slash n? Have you ever seen this in C language, Fatima? So that means you are printing that in the next line. You are printing that in the next line. For suppose if you want to use percentile t, that is tab space, yes or no? Here also what I am giving is x, comma, in the quotations, if I suppose give comma, then end is equal to, end is equal to comma. Then what happened? Every letter is ended with comma. Right? Now if I suppose I give star, it gets printed with a star. If I don't give anything, that gets printed like this. For suppose, let's see if I give /n, again it prints in the next line. For suppose if I give /t, then it is printed with a tag. This is what it is. Yes, you can consider like that. Did you understand now? What is this? Yeah. So this is what all about Python for loop. Now let's talk about while loop. So while loop is same as for loop only, but the syntax will be variable name, comma, while, not comma, while, condition, statement, increment, operator. Increment operator. Yes, initial value is 0. Initial value is 0. Initial value is 0, Fatima. For suppose if you want to give the initial value as 1, then you can give it as 1 comma 11. If you want to make it work, if you want to make the first one as 3 comma 11, right? And if you want to give like not 2 incrementations, then you give a step size, comma 2. For suppose this is 0 comma 11 comma 2. Now it will take the step size of 2. So 0 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. So you can give another argument which is a step size in for loop. Alright. Now let's see while loop. I take I is equal to 0 while I less than 10 print I is equal to I plus 1. I am incrementing the I. If you execute it, so it prints only till 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is what all about loops. Understood guys till here? Yeah. Now let's talk about break and continue statements. Break statement is used when you want to terminate a loop when a given condition is satisfied. Continue statement is used to skip the data, to skip the logic when given condition is met. Okay, so now what I want is, I'll just give you an example guys. So in your college you have a seminar hall. You can use if conditions also, but just a scenario I'm telling. In a condition you have a seminar hall. So in that seminar hall you have 40 seats which are empty, but outside there are 80 students. Let's suppose there are 80 students. So the what the logic that is written in your door at your door is, so it counts the number of empty spaces in the room, and based on that it will allow the people only till allow only 40 members into the room. For suppose it will count the number of people who are entering the room at that time when the when the condition is reached, that is 40 condition is reached, immediately the doors will be closed. Immediately the doors will be closed. So what I have to write is, for suppose for I in range of 1 comma 81. So I have 81 students and they are entering into the room, and they are entering into the room. So what I do, if I is equal to 40 is equal to 40, break print I. So without this break statement, I gets printed from 1 to 79, right? But 1 to 80. But let's see what's happening now. If I execute this, I comma, you are, and you can enter. You can enter. Now see. So here, even though there are 80 people, even though there is 80 count in the loop, it got executed only till 39. So that means break statement is used to break some or terminate some part of the loop. It used to terminate the loop at the condition which is satisfied. So if you check with this, the level check with the less numbers 20, and if I is equal to 10, then it will stop the for loop. So if you see, so only from 1 to 9 are getting printed. So after 9 the loop is getting terminated and it is printing the values of I. Alright guys, this is what break is. Now first suppose if you want to make the people, now I give ID cards to students, and whoever is having odd numbers, those students are allowed, remaining students are not allowed. So at that time I can skip those even numbers. So at that time you can use continue. For suppose for I in range of 1 comma 11, for if I percentile 2 is equal to 0, continue, enter, print I. You are loved. Execute this. Continue. Now here only the odd numbers are getting printed. Even numbers are skipped with the help of continue. So break statement is used to break that loop or to break the termination, and continue is used to skip the some part of the logic. This is what about loops, break statement and continue statement. Understood till here?